Hey ladies, happy Sunday. This video is going up currently. Today is a Mother's Day. Number one, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you're a single mother like myself or you're not a single mother. And what I mean by single mother means you're unmarried. Then happy Mother's Day to you. For these single ladies who are raising your children by yourself, number one, you're doing the best job you know how to. The motto I like to live by when it comes to parenting and being a parent, a solo dolo parent, is I always want to make sure that however I wanted to be parented, and I may not have necessarily gotten that from my parent, I want to make sure I'm pouring that kind of energy into my child. You always want to make sure you're checking in with your kids every day. And don't let them just give you these broad answers. When you ask them how was school, don't let them just say good. If they do say good, say, hey, what was good about it? Like, get into details. Ask them about their friendships. Who is their best friends? Who do they like to hang out with? And then when you ask them about those friendships, ask them, well, why do you like Johnny? Why do you like Ebony at school? Why are they cool people? What do you guys have in common? What are your similarities? And another thing that you can do is make sure you're on those grades, honeys. I know that if you have multiple children or not, or if you have just one like me, when it comes to grades, plus you got to work, you take care of the house, you paying all the bills and all these responsibilities, I know that some things can slide through the cracks. However, you want to take all the energy you have to make sure you're connected with these teachers. A lot of the teachers nowadays, they send emails. So make sure you're on top of their emails, because that's just the best way. For example, my son, I don't ask him much about everything that's going on in all his classes, but his teachers do email me, and that's how I know what's going on, because I read my emails. Now, if I see a grade go down to a C, I'm going to be like, well, what's happening? Because you're an honors AP, A and B kind of guy. What's going on with this C? We have open conversation. Another thing, mothers, you're doing great. Again, if you don't know, now you know, because I'm telling you, and I'm going to keep on telling you throughout the duration of this short video, is that quit beating yourself up. If something happened at school and you didn't know anything about it, or you fell short in some department, quit beating yourself up. Just do better the next time. Your kids are going to love you for, number one, holding them accountable. Number two, having them structured and organized. Number three, disciplining them when need be. Yes, my son is on honor roll and AP and smart as ever. However, he has other issues. He can be lazy sometimes. Sometimes he can just decide he don't want to do something. And guess what? There goes the laptop. There goes the tablet. There goes the Xbox, the TV. Do we need to take the bed and throw it over the balcony? What do we need to do, son? So I need for you to, hey, be their mother. Be their mother, and let them know outside of being their mother, you're human just like them. Another thing you can do is when it comes to things that they're falling short in, whether it be things that are not so good or just being lazy, you want to definitely say, hey, make yourself relatable. Sure, you're their mother, but be relatable. You know what? When I was your age, I did this. And your grandma and your grandpa did this because I did that. When I was your age, I would get into a lot of this, X, Y, and Z. Give them real examples of how you were at their age. Because sure, you're their parent, but they need to be able to relate to you. Because when they can relate to you, they're going to be more open to coming to you and sharing things with you. And let's not even talk about teenage boys, hunty. I have one that will be 17 this year. Me and him have open conversations, literally about everything. Just think about what little boys be doing, and they teenage boys, what be going on, what can go on, what happens. I'm telling you, we literally talk about everything. And how do I do that, B. Wiley? I do that because I create a comfortable, open, non-judgmental space for him to talk in. And if things get awkward, I tell him if it's awkward, it's you're making it awkward. I'm not making it awkward. I know as children and teens, we get into stuff. It's just what happens. Does it make it right? Nope. It's just a part of life. So just say what it is. Don't ever judge them. Be open. Even if it's something that they had no business doing, of course, there's going to be a consequence. However, just let them know their decisions are their decisions, Mom. What they do, you can only tell them so much and guide them, hold them accountable. However, at the end of the day, they're their own people with their own brains. And you have to let them know, I am your parent, but I'm not going to take on this extra nonsense because you're making the active, open decision to choose to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Always roll out worst case scenario. consequences when it comes to your children. Always let them know, hey, if you do this because you lack self-discipline, this is how it's going to play out, and give them real life examples from work to school to sports. Let them know, if you choose to do this right now, it's going to snowball into this. Just like when you choose to do the other thing that works in your favor, this is all the great things that can come along. I ain't telling y'all this because I'm just blowing smoke or just telling y'all anything. I'm telling y'all this because, number one, if you don't know, I specialize in communication. I literally graduated from the School of Mass Communication, and I live for this. And the number one thing that you could ever do for your child to make them open and want to come to you and trust you is have the best communication known to man with your girl, boy, twins, multiple, single, whatever. It doesn't matter. Have open dialect. That's one thing I didn't get when I was a kid, and that's one thing I pride myself in with my kids. So remember, on this Mother's Day, number one, F them kids. Have a good time. Outside of that, when tomorrow comes, because it's not Mother's Day anymore, then you back to the drawing board. All right, ladies, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had some brunch. I hope you spoke with Jesus. I hope you're looking good and feeling good. And I hope your Mother's Day is the best day this far. All right, if you want more of B. Wiley, feel free. I'm on, of course, here YouTube, Facebook, TikTok is the number one place that I'm on. And if you want to ever ask me a question that I can address on here for you, feel free to do so. If you want to inbox me, DM me, do so on social media. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me for an hour, do so at mymentor.life. Look up B. Wiley. Outside of that, if you know another mother that could benefit from this, sharing is caring. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Leave me a note below. Outside of that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.